Hi, this is Tim from Tiger Astronomy, and I've been thinking about ASCOM driver development lately, and I've slowly come to the conclusion that I don't think the template projects are really, they're not really serving a useful purpose anymore, because I think they were designed in a time when in-process drivers was the thing to do, and some of the baggage they have in them is no longer needed, and in fact I think there is a better, completely different way to approach the problem, which would do away with having to have the templates and in fact probably the developer installer in its entirety. So the content that's in that installer can just be placed online on the website, where it's more easy to fix and update without having to make people reinstall anything. The references to the ASCOM interface assemblies, in fact, if we look at my demo solution I've got open here, references to these ASCOM assemblies come in through a NuGet package, which if you look at my packages.config, this is a little bit slow because I'm actually running Visual Studio in a debugger, but as you can see I've got the ascom.platform package installed, and that's what brought in these assemblies, and so they don't need to be installed anymore because you can just get those through NuGet. And so I think what we actually need now is one single template, which is the LocalServer template, which could be distributed as a VSIX package through the Visual Studio Marketplace. And then in that package, you get your first ASCOM driver project, which has the NuGet package ready installed in it. And as part of that NuGet package, I think that we can bundle a Roslyn code analyzer, which will guide the developer through the process of developing their driver. And I've made a simple proof of concept of that just to sort of show you how the basic idea of how it works. So obviously this is intended to be a DOME driver, and it's not very useful as an ASCOM class at the moment, but you don't really need the template, because as soon as you implement an ASCOM interface, let's try and spell it right. So if we implement iDome v2, then you see we get a red squiggly here, and these are all errors because this class doesn't implement any of the interface members. But if you use the Visual Studio quick fix control dot, then that will offer you the option to implement the interface, which I click, and then all the properties and methods are expanded. So that's pretty much all you need. It's a clean implementation. Now you need to go through and implement some of these methods for sure, but that in itself can be guided by Roslyn code analyzers. And for example, this here system.notimplemented exception, that should be ascom.notimplemented exception, and we can have a code analyzer that goes through and looks at those and offers to change them over. So if you also look at the MyDome class now, it's also got a red squiggly under it, and hovering over that, this is the prototype analyzer that I've made, which checks that the class has all the right attributes on it. So at the moment it's only checking for one, which is the prog ID attribute. So ASCOM driver class MyDome should have a prog ID attribute. And so show potential fixes, if we use control dot again to show the quick fixes, it now offers you the opportunity to add a prog ID attribute. So if we click that, it goes ahead, and I don't know why it's scrolled down there. That's weird, but you can see it's now added the prog ID attribute to the class, and the red squiggly's gone away. Now the other thing you'll notice is that that red squiggly is, if we look in the errors window here, the red squiggly is actually a compiler error, so this solution will not compile until that. Let's just zoom in a bit. There we go. So error ASCOM 001, and then there's no help for that yet, but there might be. So ASCOM driver class MyDome should have a prog ID attribute, and wonder what it puts in here. The ASCOM driver is missing prog ID attribute. Okay. So that's the basic idea. Now, I'm looking for people out there who have got experience of Roslyn code analyzers, or maybe you haven't got experience, because I haven't. I just did this today. Maybe you want to get involved and help me expand this project with all the, because there are quite a few of these analyzers will be needed, and maybe if a few of us get involved and collaborate on it, we can do it pretty quickly. So what do you think? Are you up for this? Give it some thought. I've been Tim from Tiger Astronomy. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.